So I thought I'd do a quick video here and just show you something kind of interesting I picked up the other day, and that's this here. It's a clone Sega Mega Drive 2, and I got this on eBay for a grand total of $4.99. It's actually faulty. I knew it was faulty when I bought it, but I thought I'll have a go at fixing it, and if I can't fix it then it's still kind of an interesting thing to add to the collection, kind of a curiosity. So what I'll do is I'll just give you a quick tour of the console and then show you what's inside, because obviously you can't hook up to the TV and show you it running, but yeah, I'll just give you a quick tour of the console. So quickly comparing the two consoles here, I've got an original PAL Sega Mega Drive 2 and this is obviously the clone, but the first thing you notice is the weight difference between the two. The original is much heavier than the clone. The clone feels like it's almost got nothing inside it. It's really light. The next thing is the finish of the console. You can see in the original here it's got a nice kind of glossy, even sheen to it, and the clone system is a lot duller and it's kind of almost patchy, kind of blotchy look to it. I don't know if you can make that out on screen, but yeah, it's made from really cheap plastic. It actually smells, it smells really bad. It's got that horrible chemical smell to it. That's the main differences between the two. Obviously this is a PAL console here, and this is, I think, meant to be designed or modelled on the Japanese or Asian Mega Drive 2, I'm not too sure, but you can tell with the different coloured cartridge bay there, and the reset button's blue, and then it's got a slider switch here as opposed to the kind of clicky one that's on the PAL version. It's also missing the LED light there, but that's the main differences between the two, you can see. So the front of the console is not too different to what you'd expect. You've got your on-off switch at the front here, you've got your reset, you can see the low quality printing of the Sega Mega Drive 2 logo there, and the Sega logo, 16-bit. You've got your controller ports up the front, controller 1 and 2. You go up here, you've got your cartridge input with your purple cartridge bay doors, and the strange thing is they've got high grade multi-purpose use printed into the plastic there. So I don't know if that was meant to be a reference to the plastic it's made out of or the actual console. I just thought it was a bit strange. High grade multi-purpose use. But yeah, anyway, turn the console over, you've got your patents on the back there, you've got your Sega logo printed into the plastic. It doesn't have the rubber feet. They've actually gone to the trouble of printing out a little Sega Mega Drive sticker here with a serial number and all the model number and everything on it. I thought that was kind of strange. And the kind of surprising thing with this particular clone is it's actually got the expansion bay. And what you'd expect to find under here, as I'll show you in the original, is the expansion bay for connecting up your Mega CD or your Sega CD, whatever you want to call it. That should be in there like that. But in this one, if I can pop this off because it's not too easy. Hang on, let's do this off camera. Bear with me. It's really not that easy to unhook. There we go. I'll just pop this off. First of all, it looks like there's nothing there, but if I just turn it over to the side here, you see you've got a couple of switches in there. So this first one here has got two settings. I don't know exactly what they do because obviously I can't get the console to work. And this second switch here, if you can see that, has actually got, I think it's 4 settings that you can adjust there. I think only 3 of them are maybe actually hooked up to pins underneath. But you've basically got your 2 switches in there, and what I'm guessing is one is for 50-60 Hertz and the other one is Japanese, English language, and possibly something to do with the built-in games, because the seller did say that this is meant to have something like 300 odd built-in games on the console, so that might be something to do with switching the games. He also said that there's actually only about 5 games in it really. There's like one of these clone systems where it just repeats the same game over and over kind of thing, so I'm guessing that's what that's all about. But as I say, I can't get it to work, so I can't really test that out. So there's only 4 screws holding it together, and if I just pop the top off here, you'll be able to see how little is actually inside one of these clone systems. And there you have it. It's basically made up of 3 boards here connected by these cheap ribbon cables, and the first one here is your power connector and your AV port, and that's connected up to the main board here with the cartridge slot, and then that's those switches I showed you a minute ago sticking out the expansion port there, and then that's connected up to the controller board down at the front there with the on-off switch and your reset button there. So as I say, this one doesn't work. I can't seem to get it to play any games, and it doesn't show up with any kind of menu system when I turn it on. It will show a black screen, so it is getting power, but I just can't get it to show anything other than a plain black screen, which is kind of disappointing. I'd quite like to see how it all it functions with real games and whatnot, how it emulates them, but sadly I can't get it working. I've tried soldering all the points on the board there and checking all the connections, but I just can't get it to work. So I don't know if anyone has any ideas about how to get these clone systems running again. I know it's probably quite a long shot, but yeah, just let me know if you have any ideas. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video on that and show you the clone system. I thought it was pretty interesting, just to compare the two systems side by side here. Your fake Chinese clone and your original Sega system. The other thing as well, actually came with a knockoff power supply as well. You can see that there. It's got a really badly drawn Sega Mega Drive on it. But this is the power supply I've been using to power it. It seems to work okay. Don't know how safe it is, but yeah. So there you go. Just thought I'd make a quick video on that. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.